A service of KIBMradio.com, the Internet's home for an all old-time radio.
The Johnson's Wax Program with Fibber, McGee, and Molly. Johnson's Wax and Johnson's Self-Polishing Glow Coat present Fibber, McGee, and Molly with Bill Thompson, Gail Gordon, Arthur Q. Bryan, Dick LeGrand, and me, Harlow Wilcox. The script is by Don Quinn and Phil Leslie. Music by the King's Men and Billy Mills Orchestra. 2 weeks ago, we first announced the big news. Johnson's Glow Coat is now positively water repellent. At last, there's a self-polishing floor wax that does not streak nor leave ugly spots when you wipe up spilled things, does not wipe off nor lose its shine when you mop it. Since that first announcement, thousands have asked, can I get the new Glow Coat now at my dealers? Well, the answer is yes. Every dealer is now completely stocked with the new water-repellent Glow Coat. You'll find it in the same familiar yellow container with the bright red band. All you have to do is look for the name Glow Coat to be sure of getting the one self-polishing floor wax that is positively water-repellent. It looks just the same on the outside. Oh, but what a wonderful improvement inside. Don't wait to give your floors this new protection. Tomorrow, get Johnson's new water-repellent Glow Coat. It's at your dealers now in the regular Glow Coat package. Due to an error made by a late-for-a-date stenographer in typing out the governor's annual proclamation, today is Thanksgiving in Wistful Vista. But the squire of number 79 is in no mood for it. He just got his tax bill, and he thinks this is a day for vultures, not turkeys. Listen to him as we meet Fibber, McGee, and Molly.
Look at this tax bill, will you? $124.68 taxes on real estate and property we already own. Is that robbery or ain't it?
It ain't.
Huh?
I mean, it isn't.
Well, that's better.
You know, that's $4 less than we paid last year.
My gosh, it ought to be less. It ought to be a lot less. Think of the depreciation. Think of the wear and tear. Think of the time I've...
Think of my eardrums and stop shouting.
Well, gee whiz, $124...
Look, sweetheart, you're a fine broth of a boy, but you woke up this morning full of croutons. Calm down, relax.
Baby, I woke up this morning full of gladness. I could hardly shave for laughing. I sang in the shower. I loved humanity. I was happy old McGee, the smiling elk. And then what happened? I get a tax bill for $124.68. For what? I ask you, for what?
McGee.
Huh?
You're awfully cute when your eyes flash fire like that. But I don't want you to scorch your eyelashes. Will you listen to Mother a minute?
Sure, but I warn you, I'm in a very unreasonable mood.
Yes, I know, but after all, this is Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, pada. Thanksgiving was all very well for an ignorant pilgrim. What taxes did he have on a little old homemade log cabin and a rusty blunderbuss?
Well, as long as you're so upset about expenses, you don't have to take me out for Thanksgiving dinner like you promised. I'll fix something at home.
Gee, you will?
Certainly. I'd love to do it.
Oh?
What do I care if I just got a new permanent and a facial and spent my month's allowance on a new hat and haven't got anything in the house to eat except some cabbage and a half a dozen weenies?
How we fix for mustard?
Our last drop of mustard went to the dry cleaners yesterday on your blue necktie.
Well, then we better eat out. I can't eat weenies without mustard.
Well, all right, but remember now, I fought to stay home.
I know, kiddo. The taxes are going to ruin us anyway, so we might as well go to the poorhouse in a cab. My gosh,
Come in. Well, heavenly days. Happy Thanksgiving, Doctor. McGee, it's Dr. Gamble.
Hello, my dear. And a happy Thanksgiving to you, too, turkey face.
Thank you, stuffing belt. And don't blather about Thanksgiving to me. I ain't in any mood for it.
Sonny, did I ever tell you about the time my aunt's cat fell into the vat of dill pickles?
No, you didn't, Doctor.
What that cat got to do with me?
Oh, nothing. Nothing at all, except that you are the sourest puss I've seen since then.
Well, he's a little upset over his tax bill, Doctor.
A little upset? You know what my tax bill was, Fatso? $124.68.
Mine was $210 for the same size house.
Yeah, but you got a gravel driveway.
Now, look, Schnook.
Yeah?
Must you always be beefing about something? You're a chronic complainer. You have the warm, human, emotional soul of a slag heap. By the way, Molly, speaking of slag heaps, I'll have to eat my Thanksgiving dinner at the hospital. May I drop in here afterward for a cup of your coffee?
Why, Doctor, we'd love to have you do that, except that McGee's taking me out to dinner. Where are we going, McGee, anyway?
Gus's. You can get a table-to-hote dinner there, a la carte, for $2 a throw.
A table-to-hote dinner, a la carte.
Mm-hmm.
What'll they think of next?
I've never been there myself. Is it nice?
Nice? Why, my gosh, they even got a sextet of 5 fiddle players on the balcony. Playing the violin on cellos.
Yes, and the music is free. Strauss is on the house. Have fun, children.
Fun with a tax bill hanging over me for $124.
Now, please, McGee, please.
One word of advice, Grouch Bag.
Yeah, Snook.
I am an expert, more or less, on contagious diseases. According to my researches, one of the most infectious things in existence is a smile. It will hurt a little at first, but try one, son. Maybe you can start an epidemic. So long, Molly.
Good old Dr.
Billy Mills to the orchestra and Bye Bye Baby.
$124.68 taxes on this house. Why, the dirty high binders? What do them bandits want? Blood?
No, I think they want money, McGee. The bill says
Maybe
they
they're
do.
just confused down there at that city hall. Maybe they think I want to buy this house. Maybe they don't know I already bought it and paid for it with my own sweat and tears.
Yes? Sweat, tears, and a lucky raffle ticket, don't forget. As a matter of fact, McGee, this house only cost us $2, you know.
Oh, my gosh, that makes it even worse. $124.68 taxes on a $2 house. That's ridiculous. It's outrageous. It's unconstitutional.
It's Ole from the Elks Club. Come in.
Well, hello, McGee. Hello, Mrs. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you, Ole, and the same to you.
What's happy about it?
Look, I don't know that's eating you today, McGee. But I know today what Ole's eating. Turkey. I won a turkey last week in the raffle, a 30-pound turkey.
My gosh, Ole, a 30-pounder.
That's what they say it weighs at the raffle. And I believe it, too. The bones alone must have weighed 28 pounds.
My goodness, your wife must be planning quite a dinner, Ole. Are you having some friends over?
No friends, Mrs. Just relatives. My sister-in-law, Julia, she's spending her vacation at our house.
Oh.
Well, she's got a good job in the city. She's a governess. I wish she'd go home and do it.
Governess? My gosh, married a governor, eh? Which governor did she latch on to?
Oh. No, McGee. Governess is a lady who, she stays with the family and takes care of the children.
Oh, a sitter.
You said something there, McGee. Since she comes 2 weeks ago, she don't stop sitting all day. In my easy chair.
Where does your sister-in-law work, Ole?
Oh, she works for an Irish family in the city, Mrs. You know, I had a big idea yesterday. If it works, she goes home. But it ain't come out good.
Yeah? What'd you do, give her a hot foot? Why don't you try something subtle, like throwing her trunks out the window with her in them? That ought to get
Now, quiet, McGee, and listen to Ole.
What I did, Mrs., I called her up on the phone from the Elks Club, and I changed my voice with Irish dialect.
Oh?
Hello, I say. Julia, I say, this is your boss, Mr. Jan Ye O'Malley.
Jan Ye O'Malley.
Sure. Julia, I say, begorra, we just can't get along without her. So, will you please wash up your vacation in Wistful Whistler and come back on the yard? But it ain't work.
It don't work. Well, somebody must have tipped her off. Maybe one of the kids told her it was you. Say, how many kids you got at your house, Ole, anyhow? I know 2 of them, but there are more, aren't there? Because...
Oh, sure. Me and the missus, we got 3 kids now. We got another one on the way.
Oh, that's wonderful. I didn't know that, Ole. Another youngster on the way.
Yeah, my oldest boy, Lars, he's on the way from Chicago. So I go meet his train now. So long, Nancy.
So long, Ole. What was I doing when Ole come in here? Seems to me I was sore about them. That dad-ratted pocket-picking, purse-snatching tax department. I'll say I'm sore.
Oh, now, McGee, don't get all worked up.
Boy, does this tax thing burn me up. Get your hat, kiddo. I'm going to get down to that city hall and...
The city hall, sweetheart, is closed today. This is Thanksgiving, remember? A day of smiles and sweetness and light. A day of joy and gratitude for our blessings.
Well, it shows what dirty cowards those guys are. Picking a legal holiday for me to open my tax bill that came yesterday on. They knew I'd have to have...
Hello, Molly. Hi, pal. Happy Thanksgiving, kids.
And the same to you, Mr. Wilcox. Nice to see you.
Happy Thanksgiving, he says. Sure, it's a happy Thanksgiving for him. Has he seen our tax bill?
When I say happy Thanksgiving today, I'm not kidding, kids. I've got plenty to be thankful for.
Well, we all have, Mr. Wilcox.
Yeah, well, them tax bandits loose, terrorizing innocent people with their big bills.
Yes, indeed, because with Johnson's self-polishing glow coat, the new water-repellent glow coat, I can really talk turkey to housewives these days.
Bah, cranberry sauce. Look, with conditions like they are...
Because, you see, here at last, kids, is a self-polishing floor wax that is positively water-repellent. A wax that stays on and stays bright even after repeated damp moppings.
Is it gravy repellent, too, Mr. Wilcox? Because lots of people will spill gravy today.
Absolutely, Molly, absolutely. With Johnson's new water and gravy-repellent glow coat on your floor of linoleum, you can wipe spilled things up with a damp cloth, or mop them up if you like, but you don't wipe the wax off your floor.
I'd like to wipe out that tax crowd because
glow coat stays on and stays bright longer. Not days longer, but weeks longer. So Johnson's new water-repellent glow coat.
Hey,
the finest.
hey,
it is.
Look,
it's the
look.
the last word.
Look. please, Waxy.
I'm sorry, pal, but I got to get going. You see, my aunt is having 18 relatives over to her house tonight for a duck dinner. And I'm trying to think of a way.
A way to what?
Duck dinner. So long, kid.
Oh, that's cute.
How can that guy talk about food when the whole tax structure, the whole nation is tumbling down around his ears? The whole world in a turmoil, and Wilcox goes right on making a living.
For goodness sakes, McGee, forget it till tomorrow at least. This isn't going to wreck our whole world economy,
Well,
dearie.
it's the principle of the thing, Molly. $124.68 on a house that I only got an investment of $2 in. It's outrageous. It's exuberant. That's what it is.
Exorbitant.
I'm glad you agree with me. Why, this thing amounts to government conjugation of property. You know that? This could grow into... Where are you going?
Up to get dressed. It's nearly time to leave if we're going to Gus's for dinner.
Oh.
Now, you better get shaved, too, dearie.
Okay, Tootsie.
Have much time, you know.
In a minute. Ah, there goes a good kid. And steady as a rock. She knows the whole world is in a mess. Russia with the atom bomb. The pool table at the Elks with a 2-foot hole tore in the cloth. And me with a tax bill for $125. But is she worried? No, sir. When she gets hungry, she just... Come in.
Hi, mister.
Oh, it's you, Teeny. Well, come in if you want. But I warn you, I'm in a rotten humor.
Oh, that's okay, mister. Happy Thanksgiving, anyhow.
Well, happy Thanksgiving. I'm sore, sis, you understand?
Oh?
I'm steamed up like a clam dinner. If I was running this town, there'd be no taxes. I'm against taxes. Anyhow.
Gee, mister, our teacher was, too, yesterday, I betcha.
She was, eh?
She was,
I said she was, eh?
Who was?
Your teacher.
What's that?
Against taxes.
When?
Yesterday.
I know it. Willie Toops put him in her chair.
Huh?
They were thumb taxes. Only it wasn't her thumb that she...
No. Skip it.
Okay. Hey, mister, we had a wonderful play at school yesterday, I betcha.
You did?
Pilgrims and Indians. I was a beautiful pilgrim maiden.
Well, that's fine, sis. Now, you're on long home.
Oh, I got time, mister. I'm in no hurry. I'll act it out for you. I'll act the whole play with all the parts.
No. Absolutely no.
Okay. Just the last scene. The big scene. I, the beautiful pilgrim maiden, am tied to a stake, see?
Yeah.
And the savage redskins, which stare the kindergarten kids with watercolors on their face, they're going to sculpture me.
What?
Sculpture me. Cut off my scalp with a willy hawk.
Tomahawk.
Tommy didn't have one, so he had to use Willie.
It's very uninteresting. Now, look, sis.
Willie comes sneaking through the forest with his trusty bow and arrow. Only Willie fell down, and the arrow flew out of his hand and shot the principal behind the potted palm. And the principal screamed and jumped on our teacher's foot, and she let go of the rope that holds the curtain up, and the curtain fell down and knocked one of those savage redskins into the front row in the school superintendent's lap. And broke his glasses. And now we got a new rule at our school. No more plays.
Man and the Last Mile Home.
You can travel around the globe and see a lot of things, from Mandalay to old Pompeii and Paris in the spring. But travel as you will, you'll only learn one thing. The longest mile is the last mile home. When you've been of home. When you've been away, you travel far over land and sea. Then one day it's as clear as can be. The longest mile you'll ever roam is the last mile home. You travel far over land and sea. Then one day it's as clear as can be. The longest mile you'll ever roam is the last mile home. The last
My goodness, this is good food, McGee. I'm certainly glad you insisted we have our Thanksgiving dinner out.
Well, you know me, kiddo. You're a Lulu in the kitchen, but now and then I get hungry for a good restaurant-cooked meal. But I was telling you, but when I ate at the training table in my baseball days...
Well, Mr. and Mrs. McGee, is everything all right?
Just fine, thank you, Gus. This is a wonderful dinner.
Ought to be $2 a throw.
Well, I'll be back pretty quick. Anything you want to speak up.
Okay, Gus.
What were you saying about your baseball days, McGee?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Well, we didn't get meals like this when I was in training.
Well, what'd you play? First base, wasn't it?
I was a pitcher. Manager of the team saw me standing around one day, and he says, "You pitch, don't you, Shorty?" And I says, "Sure." "How'd you know?" "Well," he says, "you're small and you got big ears, and little pitchers have got big ears, so go get into a uniform and let's see what you got." So as relief pitcher, I traveled all over with the team.
Southpaw?
No, Ma, mostly around the Middle West. I often wish I would have stayed a baseball player, Mrs. Bones. Baseball players don't get whammed with $125 tax bills. $124.
Hush, dearie, hush now. You're talking so loud people are looking.
Well, let them look. By George, one of these days, isn't that Latrivia sitting at the table behind the post there?
One of these days it probably is.
Sure it is. Hey, Latrivia.
Why didn't you let the man finish his dinner? Hello, Your Honor. It's nice to see you.
Hello, Molly. Hello, McGee.
Latrivia, you're just the guy I wanted to see. Sit down.
Well, just for a moment. But please stop waving that piece of paper in my face.
That's no ordinary piece of paper, Mr. Mayor. That's a declaration of war.
Look at this tax bill, Latrivia. I want to protest. By George...
Please keep your voice down to a bellow, Mr. Mayor. May I apologize for breaking into your Thanksgiving with this silly tax business?
Oh, that's quite all right, Molly. As mayor of this city, it is my duty to listen to the protests of citizens at any time of the night or day, or on holidays. Holiday. I haven't had a decent holiday since Dr. Gamble took my appendix out.
Well, as the nurse said when she pulled the string out of the candle and told the patient to get out of bed, there's no wick for the rested.
Who was the patient?
And why were they using candles? Fuse blown out?
Of course not. That was just a kind of a gag saying. I was
And
merely...
if you will permit me to correct you, McGee, the saying is not no wick for the rested, it's no rest for the wicked.
That's right.
I know that. Doggone it. It was just a joke I made up.
A joke? A joke? I don't see anything funny in a nurse yanking a patient out of bed. Was it one of Gamble's cases?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a case at all. All I said
They
was...
don't use candles in Dr. Gamble's hospital, Mr. Mayor. Must have been some little bitty hospital because...
It was not a horse-related pipe, little ice pail. Aha, the candle. Look, Latriv, when you said...
I'm sorry. I'd like to stay and hear more about the way those nurses handle their patients.
I wasn't nursing about the kid in the panel. The patient in the candle. All I said was this whole thing started. That rabbit started.
You said I was... I went out. You were the... I was Marianne. I was... You...
Latrivia?
Yes, McGee?
You going to be in your office tomorrow?
Are you coming in?
Yes.
No. Good day, Molly. Nice to see you.
Jerry, I must say this was no occasion to take up the matter of your tax bill with the mayor. This is Thanksgiving.
Yeah, fine Thanksgiving. With bankruptcy breathing down my neck.
Excuse me, please, Mr. McGee. You don't look happy about something. Is something the matter with dinner, maybe?
No, Gus, it was a beautiful dinner. Just lovely.
Good. How's about some nice desserts?
No thanks, Gus. I'm too upset.
What's upsetting you, Mr. McGee? Is it anything I can do something about it?
I'm afraid not, Gus. Just take a look at this tax bill. $124.68 on a house we already own.
Good gracious, you own a house? Isn't that wonderful?
Wonderful? What's wonderful?
I'm trying to find a house for my wife and kids, but so far we're just living in a trailer.
Really, Gus? How many children have you?
Well, only 7, but they're very noisy. Like 8 or 9 sometimes. It must be very nice having a house, I think.
Yeah, but my gosh, Gus, 124...
I never forget when I get my citizenship. The judge says, Gus, he says, why you want to be a United States citizen? So I say, Judge, I say, for a big judge, you ask very silly questions. I want to be a United States citizen because over here, nobody is saying, Gus, your papa was a shoemaker, so you got to be a shoemaker. Here, everybody can do what he wants to do. My kid is as good as anybody else's kid.
That's all very well.
When we come from old country in little freight boat, we see Statue of Liberty holding up a lamp. My wife, she gets tears. She says, Gus, that lamp is signing for people like us. We work hard here. We pay taxes with gladness, so that lamp is stay lit for other peoples. For us, Mr. McGee, is 365 Thanksgivings every year. No dessert?
No, thank you, Gus. No dessert.
Me either, Gus. Just give me the check.
Oh, there's no check today, Mr. McGee, for my friends. I start this business with help from people like you. You're good to me, and everybody is good to me. Thanksgiving is from me to you. Thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you very much, Gus. It was delightful.
Well, we'll see you next week, Gus. Come on, Mom.
Now, then, what were we talking about, McGee?
This tax bill. $124.68. It's ridiculous.
Oh, I don't.
For a swell little house like ours, my gosh, it ought to be at least $200. I'm going to see the assessor tomorrow and see if I can...
Fibber and Molly return in a moment. It's the biggest news in floor care. It's the most important development in self-polishing floor waxes in the past 15 years. Johnson's new Glow Coat is now positively water repellent. It does not show ugly streaks or spots when you wipe up spilled things. Stays on, stays bright, even after repeated damp moppings. Now you don't have to re-wax your whole floor every time you spill something on it. Now you don't kill the shine of your bright waxed floor first time you mop it. Now you can get the new self-polishing floor wax that's positively water repellent. It's Johnson's new Glow Coat. Protect your floors from wear and water. Give yourself new freedom from floor care drudgery. Tomorrow, first thing, get Johnson's new water-repellent Glow Coat. It's at your dealers in the familiar yellow container with the bright red band.
Well, that was a nice finish for a Thanksgiving day, McGee. Gus serves a fine meal, doesn't he?
I'll say, I never walked in there yet, but I didn't waddle out. I think I'll get all his customers together and organize a PTU.
PTA, you mean?
PTA, yes.
You mean Parent Teachers Association?
No, Protruding Tummies of America. Good night.
Good night, all.
Don't spend hours cleaning and polishing your furniture for Thanksgiving. Get your furniture sparkling clean and shining bright with one application of Johnson's Cream Furniture Wax. It's the fastest wax furniture polish money can buy. In fact, Johnson's Cream Wax cleans so quickly, polishes so quickly, that using it is almost as easy as dusting. A few strokes with a cloth gets furniture clean, a few more, and it's polished to gleaming brightness. And Johnson's Cream Wax contains no sticky oils to catch dust. This week, speed Thanksgiving cleaning with the fastest wax furniture polish money can buy. Get Johnson's Cream Wax. Stay tuned for Big Town, coming to you next on NBC.
And now, let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, it's Thanksgiving in the little town, and Lum, who has been a traditional Thanksgiving Day guest of the Peabodys, suddenly finds himself with no dinner invitation, inasmuch as Abner and his wife are out of town this year. As we look in on the little community today, we find Lum at his home, engaged in a purposeful telephone conversation. Listen.
Well, I reckon we're all set to start carving a big turkey over there at your place, huh, Tom? How's that? Oh, you've done it, huh? Oh, I see. Uh-huh. Yeah, well, I just called up to wish you a happy Thanksgiving, Tom. And give my best to the missus and all your... Granny, I gotta hang up, Tom. Somebody's at the door. Yeah, I'll see you later. So long. Come in.
Hey, anybody home?
Oh, how do you do, Finest? Come on in.
Oh, yes, hello, boy. I just thought I'd stop in and say hello. I'm on my way over to the Quincy's.
Over to the Quincy's?
Yeah, I'm taking Thanksgiving dinner with them.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah, it is nice. I think Abner sort of fixed it up for me.
He did, huh?
Yeah, as long as him and Elizabeth was going to be out of town this Thanksgiving, I think he sort of hinted around to Miss Quincy that I was going to be all alone.
Oh, well, I'm sure Mrs. Quincy would have invited you to dinner without anybody having to hint around to her.
Oh, yeah, she's a good woman. Yes, she is, Lum. Thoughty, too, yes. Yeah, but I know Abner did talk to her. Fact is, I heard him.
Oh, you did? He didn't say nothing about inviting somebody else over there, did he?
Who do you mean, Lum?
Oh, nobody.
I didn't know whether I'd catch you home today or not, Lum. I thought surely you'd be on your way to somebody's house for dinner by now.
Yeah, I sort of thought so myself.
Yeah, Thanksgiving ain't Thanksgiving without eating with some... whose house are you going to, Lum?
Well, I don't know, Finest. Just got so many invites here, I don't know which one of them to accept.
Uh-huh.
You know how hard it is to decide them things.
Yeah.
Always feared you hurt somebody's feelings.
Yeah, that's right.
By the way, is anybody besides you going over to the Quincy's, do you know?
Why, no, not that I know of, Lum. I didn't, why'd you want to know that for?
Oh, no reason at all. They've got a pretty good-sized supper table over there at the Quincy's place, ain't they?
Yeah, I believe it is. I don't recollect, though.
And there ain't going to be many sitting around it, is there?
No, I don't think so.
Just Ulysses and his woman and a young'un more than
and me.
And you.
Yeah.
And you folks are going to be kind of lonesome sitting around that big table all by yourselves, ain't you?
Oh, I don't believe so, Lum. We'll be so busy eating we won't have time to talk always.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Granny's, Lum, by the size of that turkey they got, we're liable to be eating for a couple of days.
They got a big turkey.
Oh, it'd feed a whole army. The biggest turkey I ever seen. And, you should see that.
Be ashamed to let all that go to waste, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, with just 4 of you there to eat it, and one of you is just a half-grown kid of a boy.
Oh, we'll manage somehow, though.
Yeah, I know, but trouble of it is...
I'll say one thing for myself, Lum. I can eat. Yeah, especially when I set my mind to it. And
Yeah, but you want to recollect your manners there now, Finest. You don't want to make a gluten out of yourself.
Oh, well, I won't...
Be nice if there's somebody there that could sort of remind you about your manners. You might take somebody along with you to do that.
Huh?
Like, say, well, some friend of yours. Or some good friend of your son's, Abner.
Well, let's see. Who could I take along?
I might be able to make a good suggestion.
About the only feller I can think of is you and...
Yeah, who did you say?
I said you. Yeah, but you've got so many invites already, you don't know which one to take, so
Well, of course now. I ain't promised nobody definite.
I'd love to try to talk you into this, but I know it ain't no use if you...
Well, go ahead and try anyway.
Huh?
I'm an awful easy man to talk into things.
Well... I wouldn't feel right having you give up all them other invites just to help me out, love.
Well, I'm proud to do it, as far as that goes.
No, I wouldn't think of it.
You know, Finest, I was just thinking.
Huh?
Everybody ought to observe today in the same spirit as they done back there on the first Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
See, the Pilgrim Fathers got up this big supper and shared it with the Indians. Wait a minute, there's somebody else at the door. Come in.
Well, I better be running along.
Oh, what a beauty day. What a beauty day.
Oh, hello there, Cedric.
Oh, have I been eating. Boy, look at my belt. Last night.
Yes,
Have you ate already, Cedric?
Yes, Mom, I sure have. Never ate so much in my whole life, I don't believe.
Well, I'm going to be doing the same thing pretty soon, Cedric. I can hardly wait to get over there.
Boy, I'm just plumb stuffed. Do you know what all we had today, Mr. Lum?
Well, if you don't mind, Cedric, I'd just as lief you didn't tell me.
I had a stack of mashed potatoes about a mile high, all covered with the best gravy you ever tasted.
Cedric, don't bother to tell me about it.
Surely was good.
Yeah, that sure sounds... did you have cranberries, Cedric?
Oh, yes, Mom. Forgot about that. Cranberries and turkey dressing and pumpkin pie with whipped cream on it.
Cedric, stop that.
Yes, Cedric, I wish you'd hush. You're making my mouth water, Cedric. I'd better be getting on over to Ulysses' house right now. I'll see you fellas later.
Oh, well, wait a minute, Finest. Don't leave right yet.
Oh, to be going, though.
Well, wait just a second, though.
I'm hungry, huh?
What do you say me and you call up old Ulysses?
Call him up? What for?
Oh, I don't know. Just to talk to him. Say Happy Thanksgiving to him.
Well, I'm going to see him in about... I want to talk to him on with you.
Well, it might be fun, though.
I want to see him.
I'd hate for Ulysses to be lonesome on a holiday like this. When you're talking to him, Finest, you might work my name into the conversation somehow. Might mention you seen me sitting around my place not doing nothing in particular.
But I don't want to talk to him. Anything I've got to say to him can wait till I get over there.
Hello, Ulysses. Wait a minute. A friend of yours here wants to talk to you. Here, Finest, take a receiver.
I don't want to talk to him. I'll be staying.
Well, what'd you call him for, then?
I never called him.
Here, Cedric, you talk to him. Tell him I'm just sitting around here, sort of.
Well, I can't talk to nobody, Mr. Lum. I'm too full. Boy, that was a good meal.
And it looks like I'll have to talk to him myself. Hello, Ulysses. This is Lum Edders. Yeah. Oh, just only tolerably. Just called up to wish you a happy Thanksgiving. Yeah. Oh, not at all. I suppose you're getting ready to carve up a big turkey. Yeah. You know, Ulysses, I was just thinking we ought to get back into the spirit of the first Thanksgiving. Yeah. No, I mean one a long time ago. One way back in or a long time ago. Yeah, you see, the Pilgrim Fathers shared their dinner with their friends and Indians, and... How's that? Oh, I see. All right, then. Goodbye.
What happened, Lum? Why did he quit talking for?
Oh, he had to hang up. Some Indians some relays of his just come in unexpected.
Oh, well, by thunder, I better be getting over there before I lose my place.
Well, I had a piece of mince pie, too. Forgot about that. Bigger than the pumpkin pie.
So long, Lum. Goodbye, Cedric. Don't eat too much, Lum.
Don't eat too much.
Wish somebody had told me that. All that whipped cream and everything.
Cedric, do you have to just sit there and keep talking about that?
Mom?
Granny, wonder if the red peels is that yet. Maybe I ought to call good old Charlie up. I ain't talked to him for quite a spell. Just do that.
How come you're calling up everybody today, Mr. Lum?
Oh, I don't know. I just like to talk to my friends is all. Just getting into the spirit of the holiday. It's only natural for a feller like me to spread the holiday cheer. Hello, Charlie, old boy. Yeah, this is old Lum. Oh, just only tolerably. Well, thanks thank you, and the same to you. You know, Charlie, I just been sitting here thinking about the Pilgrim Fathers. Pilgrim Fathers, I said. Yeah, how they used to share their dinner and all that stuff. I suppose you're getting ready to carve up a big turkey. Huh? Oh. How was it? Well, I'll be seeing you around, Charlie. Goodbye.
I think the Redfields have done it their dinner.
I know they have. Let's see now. I wonder if the sea strumpses have it yet.
Oh, yes, Mom, they've done it.
Well, that illuminates them. Let's see now.
Oh, I know they have, because that's where I ate.
Might call up. Huh? You mean you head over to sea strumpses today?
Yes, Mom. Clarabelle invited me and Gomer over there. I ate at the second table.
I always thought you took Thanksgiving dinner at home, Cedric.
Well, I'm going to. See, we're going to have our dinner tonight.
You are? Are you going to have many relays over there?
No, Mom. Don't think so. Just Papa and Mama and me, my little brother.
Well, what do you know about that? Cedric, my boy, sit down here. I want to tell you all about the Pilgrim Fathers. It seems that way back in the year 16, a long time ago, the Pilgrim Fathers always invited their friends and Indians to take Thanksgiving dinner with them. They always had a big turkey and sat around and smoked a pipe apiece. And wait a minute, Cedric, whereabouts you going?
Well, that's a good idea. I think I'll go out and invite some Indians.
For the safety of your smile, use Pepsodent twice a day. See your dentist twice a year. Lever Brothers Company presents the Pepsodent Show, My Friend Irma, created by Cy Howard and starring Marie Wilson as Irma with Joan Banks as Jane.
Friendship, friendship, just perfect friendship. When other friendships have been forgot, theirs will still be hot. My friend Irma.
You know, when a girl is beautiful, like my roommate, Irma Peterson, it's all pretty wonderful. She has a lovely figure, gorgeous blonde hair, and a face that fairly takes your breath away. People wonder why it doesn't go to her head. I'll tell you why, because there it would die of malnutrition. Oh, now, don't get me wrong, I love the girl. It's only that sometimes she does things that give me a groan in the dome. For instance, the other day I was reading the paper, and I said, Irma. Yes, Jane? It says here that our shoreline is receding at the rate of 1 inch every 1,000 years.
Gee, that's wonderful. I can hardly wait to go bathing on Fifth Avenue.
Well, it takes all kinds of people to make a world. But right now, I'm too excited to even think about it. You see, I've just received a letter from Richard Rhinelander, my ex-employer, and still the #1 guy in my dreams.
Jane?
Yes, sweetie.
Who's the letter from?
It's from Richard.
Richard? Oh, Jane, what does he say?
I'll read it to you. Dear Jane.
Dear Jane? Oh, he loves you.
What makes you say that?
Because he said dear.
Irma, for your information, at income tax time, I got a letter from the government saying, Dear Miss Stacy, and believe me, the Treasury Department and I are not engaged.
Well, you can't go around with everybody. What else did he write?
Dear Jane, I am basking in the sun at the Rossmore Hotel in Palm Springs. I will be back in New York for Thanksgiving, and I am bringing you a Mexican serape.
Oh, gosh, he's adopted a baby.
Irma, a serape is a blanket. He simply mentioned the gift to show that he's thinking about me. Isn't that sweet?
Yes, men can be so sweet when they're far away. Of course, I like them close, too. You can take all the blankets you want. I'll take Al in person.
Oh, be still, Irma. Hey, I've got an idea. Since Richard will be back on Thanksgiving, let's you and I give a turkey dinner here in the apartment for our boyfriends.
Oh, that'll be wonderful, Jane. And I'm sure Al will have the day off because it's a legal holiday and the unemployment office will be closed.
Grand. Now, look, Irma, it's very important that we don't say anything about this to Mrs. O'Reilly and the professor. It's been a long time since I've seen Richard, and I don't want it spoiled by their constant quarreling. So remember now, not a word.
Oh, I understand, Jane. I won't mention the word turkey once.
Good.
I'll just say we're having chicken.
No, Irma, just don't say anything about Thanksgiving. Is that clear?
Well, of course, Jane.
Come in.
Hello, girls.
Oh, hello, Mrs. O'Reilly.
Merry Christmas.
Christmas? Why, Irma, darling, Thanksgiving isn't here yet.
Uh-oh, the cat's out of the bag.
Irma.
Oh, we're not having any turkey, you know.
How is everything with you, Mrs. O'Reilly?
Not so good, Janie. It's that Professor Kropotkin again. He left another one of his insulting notes on my door. Just listen to this. When I look into your eyes, my heart does flip-ups.
Well, I think that's a beautiful thought.
That's what I thought until I read the rest of it. Look what comes next. That's because you have a face that scares away me hiccups.
Well, you know the professor. He doesn't mean anything by it.
I don't know about that, Janie. The other day he took me to an antique show, and I was having a wonderful time bidding on an early American copper bathtub. And all of a sudden the professor began to laugh.
What was so funny?
He said it was the first time he'd ever seen one tub bidding on another tub.
Come in.
It's only me, Professor Kropotkin. Hello, Janie, Irma, and Mrs. O'Reilly. My three little birds. Janie, graceful like a swan.
Why, thank you, Professor.
And Irma, a little lovebird.
Oh, Professor, that's sweet.
And you, Mrs. O'Reilly.
Yes, Professor?
Old bat.
You'll be a dead duck before I get through with you.
No, take it easy, Mrs. O'Reilly. I was only joking. No, to me, you are really an inspiration.
Why, Professor?
No, it's true. It's true. Seeing you here in the half-light with your beautiful red hair brings to mind my first romance. Her name was Sonia. Every evening I would find her by the lake with her faithful collie. And this is why every time I see you standing like this, I want to call out and say, "Here over, here over."
Why, you mangy old musician.
Please, the two of you. Don't you ever know when to call it quits?
I'm sorry, Janie. Mrs. O'Reilly, I apologize.
Well, I should think you would. I try so hard to be friendly with everyone. After all, it'll soon be Thanksgiving.
Yes?
And if you say I look like a turkey, I'll beat your brains out. Oh, turkey, that reminds me.
Irma.
Reminds you of what, dearie?
Well, you see,
It reminds her of the 4th of July.
4th of July?
Yes, if you open your mouth, there'll be fireworks.
Well, I, for one, have made no plans for Thanksgiving. But as far back as I can remember, I've always been invited to a turkey dinner.
Is that so? Tell me, Mrs. O'Reilly, I've always wanted to know, was Miles Standish a big eater?
Well, as a matter of fact, he was... Now, look here, you...
Oh, Mrs. O'Reilly, I'm sure we'll all have a place to go on Thanksgiving.
I never worry about it, Janie. You see, Thanksgiving is so near the first of the year, and everyone wants to renew their lease. So I always get invited to dinner.
Yeah, I got throat trouble, too.
And I'm sure my best friends won't forget me.
Mrs. O'Reilly, you're priceless. Come on, we'll take a walk over to the automobile showrooms. I want you should stand alongside of a new Nash so I can make a comparison.
Oh, I know what you mean, Professor. We're both so streamlined.
Yes, and you both seat 4 in the front.
Why, you... Well, that was a bit of a hint, wasn't it, Irma?
Oh, yes, Jane. What are we going to do?
Nothing. We'll just go ahead with the dinner as we planned. After all, we're 2 young girls with beaux, and we're entitled to a little pleasure.
Certainly, we're not married.
Well, personally, I don't think the professor minds not being invited too much, but as for Mrs. O'Reilly, well, she is our landlady, and we've got to stay on the right side of her. So again, Irma, let me remind you, we do nothing to arouse her suspicion.
Oh, you can trust me, Jane. I won't breathe it to a living soul or any of my other friends.
Good. And look, honey, I've got to hurry to keep an appointment with the dentist, so would you mind going to the butcher's and ordering the turkey now so we'll have a good bird?
Oh, I'll be glad to, Jane.
Fine. See you later, sweetie.
Hello? What's that you say? My multiple theory on atomic fission works. Oh, that's nice. Who's it working for? Huh? Oh, no, I'm sorry. This isn't Einstein. My name is Peterson. You have the wrong number. But talking about fishing, if you ever want to go fishing, I'll be glad to go. Goodbye. Gee, now I know how Barbara Stanwyck felt, and sorry, wrong number. Come in.
Hiya, chicken.
Hello, Al, honey. Al, do you have any plans for Thanksgiving?
Well, to tell you the truth, chicken, I did plan on taking you out to dinner. But got a last-minute phone call which makes it necessary for me to be out of town Thanksgiving.
Oh, Al. Jane and I are having a big turkey dinner here, and you're invited. Now you can't make it.
Oh, you're wrong, chicken. Just happened to remember they took my phone out just before the call came through.
Al, you're always making sacrifices for me.
Glad to help you, chicken.
Oh, Jane wants me to go right out and order the turkey.
Yeah, chicken, are you and Jane going to have all the trimmings? You know, cranberries, sweet potatoes, stuffing, celery, olives?
Oh, sure, Al.
Well, in that case, I want to chip in.
Oh, Al, it won't be necessary.
No, I insist.
Well, all right, Al, if it'll make you feel any better. What would you like to bring?
Well, let's see. Yeah, I could bring flowers. Might give you hay fever. No point in bringing more candy. Just bought you a pack of Lifesavers last week. Champagne? Caviar? I got it. For them olives you're buying, you'll need toothpicks. Count on me for that.
Oh, no, Al. This is all on us. We want to catch the full spirit of the holiday. Al.
What, chicken?
How did they get the idea of having turkey on Thanksgiving?
Glad you come to me for knowledge, chicken, because I'm loaded with it. See, Thanksgiving originated with a bunch of pilgrims who came to America, led by some very famous men, such as William Penn, Buffalo Bill, and Wild Bill Hickok.
Hickok? Oh, I know. He's the man who invented the suspenders.
Precisely. Now, the Pilgrims really had a tough winter. There was a housing shortage, manufacturing was at a standstill, and everybody was really beaten out of work. So naturally, they thought they had something to be thankful for, so they decided to give a feast.
Oh, I see.
Now, the big delicacy in them days was bear meat, so they sent an Indian guide out to trap a bear. Unfortunately, this guide was nearsighted, and by mistake, he come back with a turkey.
Well, imagine that.
Yeah. And to this day, if it wasn't for that slight defect in Hiawatha's vision, we'd all be sitting down to a Thanksgiving dinner of stuffed bear.
Oh, gee, that would have been perfect for our dinner. Then we could all have a drumstick.
Well, them's the breaks. Come on, chicken, I'll walk you downstairs.
Is that you, Irma, honey? Come on in. Oh, hello, Mrs. O'Reilly. Well, you look awfully upset. Is anything wrong?
Yes. I've just told the Martins upstairs that I have a rule. No pets of any kind in this house.
Yes, I know how strict you are about that.
Well, I just found out they have a canary, and either that bird goes or they go. I'm going right back up there and give them 5 minutes to make up their mind.
Hello? Oh, Richard, how nice of you to call me long distance. Yes, I got your letter. What? Oh, Richard. Oh, no. Oh, murder. Richard. What? I sound crazy? I'm going crazy. I can't talk to you right now. Irma just walked in with a live turkey. Goodbye.
Merry Thanksgiving, Jane.
Irma Peterson, how could you bring home a live turkey?
Well, Jane, I was only trying to save money.
What do you mean, save money?
Well, I felt this one and it's already stuffed.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Take that turkey back.
Oh, I can't, Jane. The butcher said he won't take George back.
George?
Yes, that's his name.
How do you know?
Well, the butcher said, do you really want this turkey? When I said yes, he said, well, by George. So I did.
Your winning smile is a Pepsodent smile. Again and again, people have found it true. The smile that wins is the Pepsodent smile. The story of Nancy Rule proves it. Her smile won success in the fabulous world of fashion. From Kentucky's Center College, Nancy went to Chicago to begin her career in a department store. There she won promotions and a husband. Now she's fashion stylist for their own store in Freeport, Illinois. When Nancy presents costumes she's chosen at New York's glittering style previews, her winning smile is an important asset. Nancy said,
"It's a Pepsodent smile. I've used Pepsodent toothpaste ever since I was in college. I love the way it brightens my teeth."
Like Nancy Rule, people all over America have found the smile that wins is the Pepsodent smile. In recent comparison tests, thousands of people preferred Pepsodent with Irium over the brands they'd been using at home. Yes, Pepsodent won by the overwhelming average of 3-1 for its cool, minty taste, for making breath cleaner and teeth brighter. Try new Pepsodent toothpaste with Irium, and you will see the smile that wins is the Pepsodent smile.
Let's pause here on KRLD.
To find out more about old-time radio, old-time video, and the pleasures of listening to audiobooks, visit the Audiobook Club website, www.audiobookclub.com, where you can get 4 audiobooks for just 1 penny. MediaBay.com.
Stay tuned. In our next hour, I'll have the conclusion to My Friend Irma, plus an exciting episode of Richard Diamond, Private Detective, here on KRLD.
MediaBay.com.
Welcome back to the Radio Hall of Fame on KRLD News Radio 1080. I'm Carl Amari. Now for the conclusion to My Friend Irma.
Well, I sent my roommate out to buy a turkey. It's funny, I always thought her name was Irma Peterson, but it's turned out to be Frank Buck because she had to bring it back alive. She's standing in the doorway with the turkey in her arms. She is looking at the turkey, and the turkey is looking at her, and I'm looking at both of them, and I don't know which head to cut off. Irma, what in the world made you buy a live turkey?
Well, you didn't specify, Jane, and he looks so lonely.
But, sweetie, you know Mrs. O'Reilly doesn't allow pets of any sort in the apartment. What will we tell her? She'll throw us out.
Well, we could have cut a hole in the wall and let the turkey's head stick through and tell her we shot it in Africa.
Irma, before I shoot myself, let me make one thing clear. There is still a great housing shortage. If Mrs. O'Reilly finds out we're not inviting her to Thanksgiving dinner and then finds out we have a live turkey in the apartment, all 3 of us can take a boat to Africa.
Oh, no, Jane, if we're going to take a trip, I'd rather get you on a slow boat to China.
Irma, this is no time for joking. We're in trouble.
Well, now, let's see. Gosh, there must be some way of fooling Miss O'Reilly. I have it. I just bought a new hat, and maybe I can train the bird to sit on it, and I can say it came that way.
No, sweetie, it's liable to lay an egg, and we wouldn't be able to tell it from your head. Oh, nobody but you would bring home a turkey by the name of George.
Oh, see, Jane? Isn't he cute? He knows his name.
Look, Irma, I'm not going to waste any more words. There's only one thing for us to do. You'll have to kill it.
Kill George? Oh, Jane, I can't.
Why not?
Would make him an orphan. I mean, I've grown very fond of him.
Oh, for goodness sakes, that's ridiculous.
You see, he just called me Mother. Oh, Jane, I couldn't do it.
Oh, stop dramatizing it. It's not that difficult. You just take a sharp knife and, well, you just cut off its head. It's simple.
But that's murder.
Oh, preposterous. There's nothing to it.
Then you do it.
All right, What's he saying now?
He wants a lawyer.
Oh, this is silly. You and your imagination. You're making a nervous wreck out of me. Oh, if that's Mrs. O'Reilly, this is the end. Who is it?
Me.
Oh, come in.
Hello, Jane. Hi, chicken. I was just about... Hey, that bird's a little early for dinner, ain't he?
Never mind the dialogue. Al, are you a man?
Well, unless I forgot to take off my Halloween costume, yes. What?
Irma bought this live turkey, and if Mrs. O'Reilly finds out about it, we're all dead ducks. So would you, kill it for us?
Who, me? Nothing doing. I ain't got nothing against him.
Al, don't tell me you're squeamish.
Cannot stand the sight of blood. Cut into a medium rare steak one time, almost passed out.
Don't blame the steak. It wasn't the blood you saw, it was the check.
Oh, no, Jane, Al has a soft heart. I know because every time I think about him, I get the same feeling in my head.
Well, thanks, chicken. But know what to do. You see, in a case like this, there's only one man who can help us.
Who, Al?
Who else but... Hello, Joe. Al, got a problem. Have to knock off a certain bird. What's my move? What? For a C note, one of your boys, Casual Casper, will do the job so it'll look like an accident? No, Joe, this is a feathered bird. A turkey. What do you advise? Uh-huh. Thanks, Joe, and goodbye, noble friend. Well, your problem is solved, girls. All we have to do is spread breadcrumbs around the electric fan. And when your little turkey starts poking his head around them blades, you turn on the switch, set the tape.
No, Al. I don't think I care for feathered wallpaper. Uh-oh. This could be it. Who's there?
Calling me again, Kropotski.
Oh, come in.
Hello, Jamie, Irma, and Alan. Oh, look, it's a turkey. For a minute, I thought it was Mrs. O'Reilly.
His name is George.
A pleasure. Girls, I don't want to be a wet blanket, but if Mrs. O'Reilly sees that bird and realizes she isn't looking in a mirror, she's going to throw you both right out.
We know that, Professor. Maybe you can help us, huh?
Anything you want.
I knew we could count on you. Would you kill the turkey for us?
Certainly. It's simple.
Well, how are you going to do it?
I'll tell him he has to share my room with me and he'll commit suicide.
Well, I can see you're not going to be any help. Well, Irma, we have no choice. I know it sounds ridiculous, but we're going to put a leash around that bird's neck, and you and I are going to walk him down to the butcher shop.
Oh, but Jane...
Please, Irma. My mind is made up.
All right. Come on, George.
So long, George. I'll be seeing you Thanksgiving. You won't be seeing me, but I'll be seeing you.
Well,
we managed to get the turkey out of the building without Mrs. O'Reilly seeing us. And now we're walking it down the street. Irma is leading the turkey on a leash.
Come on, Fido. Here, Fido.
Irma, why are you calling Fido?
Well, we won't be conspicuous if people think it's a dog. Come on, Fido.
Irma, can't you get that turkey to go faster?
No, I think he knows where we're going. He keeps pulling back.
That's silly.
Jane.
What?
He's looking at you.
He is? I mean, so what?
He's got tears in his eyes.
It's just your imagination. Now, come on. Oh, there's the butcher's. Irma, please, stop pulling on my skirt.
That isn't me, it's a turkey.
It is?
Yes. Why don't you look at him?
Oh, stop being so emotional. After all, it's only a turkey. I think I had no willpower if I allowed myself to be... Irma?
Yes?
What's he doing now?
He's still staring at you and crying.
Oh, this is ridiculous. We're behaving like children. Now, there's nothing to it. Come on, Irma. Here's the butcher. You take him in.
I can't. He trusts me.
Now, see here, Irma. If you think I'm going to let a turkey make a fool out of me... Oh, Irma.
What, Jane?
I think he trusts me, too. Well, we're back in the apartment. Irma, myself, and guess who? That's right. Dear little George. So far, we haven't crossed paths with Mrs. O'Reilly, but it's only a matter of time. Irma, however, is quite calm about the whole thing. She's knitting. Irma, what are you doing?
I'm knitting some booties.
Irma!
They're for George. I mean Georgette. She just laid an egg.
Oh, quick, Irma. Put the turkey in the bathroom. This might be Mrs. O'Reilly.
Oh, all right, Jane. Okay, he's in the bathroom.
Come in.
Hello, Janie. I thought you had company. I heard a strange voice.
Oh, that was me.
You, Irma?
Yes, it was her.
Yes, there I go again.
Irma, are you sure that's you?
Yes, I have hiccups.
But it sounded like a bird.
Well, I had eggs for breakfast.
Mrs. O'Reilly, tell me, where did you buy that lovely hat?
I'm not wearing a hat.
It's very becoming.
Don't change the subject. I know what's going on. You've got something in that bathroom, and I'm going to find out what it is right now.
Well, Irma, get the suitcases. We might as well start packing.
Oh, girls. Oh, will you ever forgive me for being so suspicious? The bathroom's empty. That sound must have come from one of the other apartments. I'll go see. Oh, and I'm so sorry I bothered you.
Irma, I can't believe it. Let's look in the bathroom. Well, for goodness sakes, you left the window open and Georgette has flown away. Irma, we're saved.
Well, this is terrible.
What do you mean, terrible?
Who's going to sit on the egg?
Your winning smile is a Pepsodent smile. Again and again, people have found the smile that wins is the Pepsodent smile. That's borne out by the vote of thousands who tried new Pepsodent toothpaste with Irium in a recent nationwide test. These people were given plain, unlabeled tubes of Pepsodent and were asked to compare it with the brands they were using at home. When their votes came in, Pepsodent won by the overwhelming average of 3-1. These people say new Pepsodent tastes better, makes their breath cleaner, and their teeth brighter than any other toothpaste they tried. Remember, that's not just our opinion. That's what people say. They say it 3-1. They've seen Pepsodent with Irium remove the film that makes teeth look dull. uncover new brightness in their smiles. Try it, and you will see the smile that wins is the Pepsodent Smile.
Well, the day is saved. We still have no turkey for Thanksgiving, but at least we haven't been dispossessed by Mrs. O'Reilly, who's so strict about her rule, no pets. Irma, however, seems to be terribly concerned about this. Irma, honey, what's troubling you?
Oh, gosh. Now I'm afraid to have Al come over. All we do is pet.
And you know, talking about pets, me, Jane Stacy, I'm happy to live a dog's life with my friend Irma.
My Friend Irma is produced and directed by Cy Howard. Park Levy writes the script with Stanley Adams and Roland McLean, and it's brought to you by Pepsodent Toothpaste with Irium, another fine product of Lever Brothers Company. Marie Wilson is starred as Irma, with Joan Banks as Jane. The part of Al was played by John Brown. Hans Conried was heard as Professor Kropotkin, and Gloria Gordon as Mrs. O'Reilly. Music was under the direction of Lud Guskin. Don't forget, you'll be able to hear My Friend Irma on the big 2-hour, star-studded Thanksgiving Day program over most of these stations. Losses due to fires are at an all-time high and still skyrocketing. With preventable fires striking at the lives of our citizens, their homes, communities, and our forests, it behooves all of us to help prevent the destruction and loss which fire inevitably causes. This is Wendell Niles reminding you to tune in 1 hour earlier next week and listen to the Lux Radio Theater, followed by the Pepsodent Show, My Friend Irma. CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
The Jell-O program brought to you by Jell-O and Jell-O Pudding, starring Jack Benny with Mary Livingston, Phil Harris, Dennis Day, and yours truly, Don Wilson. The orchestra opens the program with One on the House. The biggest dessert news in years. That's what folks everywhere are calling Jell-O's new locked-in flavor. Never has Jell-O tasted so rich and delicious. Today, it's even better than ever, and all because of a wonderful new process that locks in all of Jell-O's grand flavor, keeps it from fading, keeps it at full strength till the moment you use it. Today, Jell-O's vivid original goodness is locked right into the tiny Jell-O particles, where time can't touch it. It's protected against fading or changing in any way, and it comes out of the package just as rich and full-flavored as it went in. Prove it for yourself. Open a package of Jell-O. Notice that there's no heavy, fruity aroma, no sign of escaping flavor. But when you dissolve the Jell-O, you unlock its captive goodness. And out it pours for your pleasure. So order Jell-O tomorrow. Look for the big red letters on the box. And be sure to get Jell-O. The flavor never goes away. We put it in, and it's there to stay. One on the House, played by the orchestra. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to take you back 3 days and show you how Jack Benny entertained the gang on Thanksgiving. The time, 2 p.m. last Thursday. The scene, the kitchen of Jack's home in Beverly Hills, where we find Jack, Mary, and Rochester preparing the dinner. Take it away.
Now, what else? Oh, yes. Rochester, hand me those little plates there, will you?
Here you are, boss.
Let's see. A black one for Phil, a green one for Alice, a black one for Don, a green one for Mrs. Wilson, a black one for Mary.
Say, Jack, make mine a green one. I don't like ripe olives.
All right, I'll switch you and Don. There.
I'm hungry. I think I'll eat mine now.
Drop that.
I don't want you to spoil your appetite. You know, we're having wild duck for our Thanksgiving dinner.
No chipped beef this year, eh?
Not unless we run short. Rochester, what are you putting in that dressing?
I thought a dash of gin would snap it up a little.
What? Who ever heard of putting gin in dressing?
On Central Avenue, it's a must.
Well, I don't want it in this dressing. And put that gin back in the first aid kit. Oh, Mary, take a look in the oven and see how the ducks are coming along.
Okay.
What was that?
They're not quite done yet.
Now, look, that noise came from some live ducks I got in the basement. These ducks here should be done by now. What time did we put them in the oven, Rochester?
About 10 o'clock last night.
Let's see, that's 16 hours. They're done all right. They sure look tender, don't they, Mary?
Tender? The middle one looks like Humphrey Bogart.
What an imagination. Now, Rochester, take each duck and stuff the dressing in it.
I ain't gonna touch old Humphrey.
Cut that out. Now, get busy and stuff those ducks.
Okay, where's the shoehorn?
You don't need a shoehorn. Now, let's see, a green olive for me, a black one for...
Say, Jack, why don't you give those olives a little company and put some celery on the plate?
Celery? Okay. Open the icebox and get some.
I don't know the combination.
It's 45 right, 23 back, and 10 right. That's it.
Can I borrow your pencil, boss?
Don't bother writing it down. I'm changing it tomorrow. Now, where was I? Oh, yes, a green one for me, a black one for Billy Guest. That must be Dennis. Open the back door for him, Rochester.
Yes, sir.
Send that kid on an errand. He takes all day.
Where'd he go, Jack?
Over to Ronald Coleman's to borrow something.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You're always borrowing from Mr. Coleman.
That works both ways, Mary. Within the last year, he's borrowed over a dozen of my best eggs.
Your eggs?
Yes.
His chickens laid him in your garage.
That doesn't make any difference. That's the same thing as the grapefruit near the fence. What hangs over is mine. Even Coleman's lawyer admits that.
Well, don't ever hang your head over the fence or Coleman will pick your toupee.
Ha, ha, ha. I'm screaming.
Here's the punch bowl you wanted, Mr. Benny.
What is that?
Here's the punch bowl you wanted.
Thanks, kid. And what have you got in that bag?
Some corn. Mr. Coleman says please feed it to his chickens.
I've been feeding him plenty. Now, Dennis, the gang will be here pretty soon, so rub some of this burnt cork on your face.
Okay.
Burnt cork? What's that for?
Dennis is going to help serve dinner tonight. It's an emergency. I hired Rochester's brother, and he didn't show up. What happened to him, Rochester?
I was wrong, boss. He got 60 days instead of 30.
Oh, well, I can use him New Year's Eve. Now, Dennis, Rochester will be busy here in the kitchen, so it'll be your job to... Whoop, there's the front door. Now, here's your chance to practice. See who's at the door, Sylvester.
I'm going, Mr. Benny. I'm going.
Hey, that's all right.
That boy does the worst blackface I ever heard.
Not so easy. I'd like to hear you do Irish sometime. Come on, Mary. We'll sit in the music room until the gang gets here.
A jukebox and an old fiddle, and you call it a music room.
Don't run down that jukebox, Mary. And incidentally, I wish you'd stop playing it with lifesavers. You got it all sticky.
Mr. and Mrs. Wilson are here, Master Colonel Benny.
Don't overdo it. Well, hello, Don, Peggy. Welcome to the Chateau Benny.
Oh, hello, Jack. Hello, Mary. Happy Thanksgiving to you.
Well, you're looking fine, Peggy. Take Mrs. Wilson's coat, Sylvester.
Yeah, yep.
I wish he'd hold it down a little.
Well, 2 servants tonight. You kind of putting on the dog, eh, Jack?
Well, it's a big party. Gee, Peggy, I'm sure glad you and Don were able to come to dinner today.
Yes, I am, too. Don's been gaining weight again, and I'm so happy he's someplace where he can't overeat.
Good. Well, I hate to disappoint you, Peggy, but there's going to be plenty of food on that table.
Yes, and I love chipped beef.
We're having wild duck. Now, let's have a little music while we're waiting. Mary, put a nickel in the jukebox.
I've only got one. I'm saving it for the apple machine.
All right, I'll put one in. That is if I've...
Here's a nickel, Jack.
Thanks. Say, here's one of Phil's records, Chattanooga Choo Choo. He sings the chorus on this one. Very cute, too. Wait till you hear it.
Pardon me, boy. Is that the Chattanooga choo-choo? Track 29. Then you can give me a shine. I can afford to board a Chattanooga choo-choo. I've got my fare and just an inkling to spare. You leave old Pennsylvania Station about 3:45. Read the magazine and then you're in Baltimore. Dinner on the diner, nothing could be finer than to have your ham and eggs in Carolina. When you hear the whistle blowing 8 to the bar, then you know that Tennessee is not very far. Hurry up and coal in, gotta get a rollin'. Hoo-hoo, Chattanooga, there you are. There's gonna be a certain party at the station, satin and lace. I used to call Funny Face. She's gonna cry until I tell her that'll never wrong. Oh, Chattanooga choo-choo, won't you choo-choo me home? There's gonna be a certain party at the station, satin and lace. I used to call my bunny, honey, funny face. She's gonna cry until I tell her that'll never roam. Oh, Chattanooga choo-choo, hooey, hooey. Chattanooga choo-choo, hooey, hooey. Chattanooga choo-choo, won't you choo-choo me home?
Isn't Phil a ham? He even puts applause on the record. That was a good number, though.
Yes, indeed.
By the way, Peggy, I don't believe you've been in my music room before, have you?
No, I haven't, Jack. And you've got some lovely old pieces here. Who furnished it? Harry's Hop Shop.
I only got the melodeon there. You know, Peggy, if you look around, you can get some of the...
Uh-oh. Here comes your boarder.
Yeah. I wonder what happened to him. His arm's in a sling. Oh, good afternoon, Mr. Billingsley.
Hello, Mr. Benny. Having company for dinner, I see.
Yes, the others will be here pretty soon. Won't you have a seat?
Oh, thanks. I never touch them.
By the way, Mr. Billingsley, I noticed your arm's in a sling. How did you happen to break it?
I was putting on my long underwear this morning, and I fell off the ladder.
Oh, well, why do you have to climb a ladder to put on your underwear?
When I say long, I mean long.
Oh, I see. Won't you join us for dinner, Mr. Billingsley? We're having wild duck.
No, I'll have a glass of dressing later. Good night.
Getting more eccentric every day. But who else would pay me $800 a week for room and board? An amazing character, you know?
Mr. Benny, can I speak to you confidentially? It's very important.
Oh, now what? Excuse me, folks. What is it, Rochester?
Boss, those ducks ain't never gonna get tender.
Why? What happened?
I just stuck a fork in one of them and it kicked gravy all over me.
Now, that's ridiculous. It probably slid in the pan. That's all.
You may be right, boss, but I don't think it would hurt to shoot them just once more.
Don't you dare. I shot those ducks. All you've got to do is cook them. I want dinner served as soon as Mr. and Mrs. Harris arrive.
But, boss...
Now get back to the kitchen. Oh, sorry, folks.
What's the matter, Jack?
Oh, Rochester's having a little trouble with the ducks. It seems... Well, everything will be all right now. Yes, sir.
Jack, what was that noise? It sounded like a gunshot.
How do I know? Well, folks, just as soon as There's someone at the door, Sylvester. Sylvester, answer the door.
That's dough, boss.
All right, answer the door. And don't shuffle, just walk. Say, Don, would you like a cocktail before dinner? Hey, Don?
Definitely no.
Well, I can see who wears the pants in that family.
With Don's, there's room for both of them.
You said it.
Announcing Mr. and Mrs. Phil Harris.
Phil!
Hiya, Jackson.
And Alan. Well, Alice, I'm sure happy you were able to come to dinner.
Oh, I wouldn't have missed it for anything, Jackson.
Jackson. She calls me Jackson. You know everybody here, don't you, Alice?
Hello, Alice. Oh, why, Peggy, I haven't seen you since our trip to New York.
And Alice, you know Mary Livingston, huh?
Oh, well, of course I do. Hello, Mary. So nice seeing you again. Hello.
Hello. That's a fine greeting.
Who cares how many fan clubs she's got?
Mary. Don't pay any attention to her, Alice. You see, Mary is always jealous of any girl that shines up to me.
Well, who's shining up to you?
Well, I mean that you...
Explain that, Jackson.
Don't get excited, Phil. Now, look, fellas, let's not have a brawl. I don't want duck stains all over the furniture. Well, this is the first time you've ever been to my house, isn't it, Alice?
Yes, and I think it's furnished in very good taste. What did you mean, Phil? I should wear my old clothes.
Why, Phil, you little rascal. Say, Mary, call up Luella Parsons and tell her Alice Faye is visiting me.
She'll never believe it.
She will, too. And call Harrison Carroll.
Say, Phil, I want to congratulate you on your performance last night in The Courtship of Miles Standish.
Yeah, it's the best play our night school ever put on, Don. Oh, yes, Phil. You were excellent as Priscilla. But as long as you were playing the part of a girl, why didn't you shave before you went out on the stage?
I didn't want people to think I was on the level.
Well, it spoiled it a little for me. By the way, Phil, use the ashtray, Peggy. These rugs are expensive. By the way, Phil, that's a girl. By the way, Phil, Phil, did you get those flowers I sent you before the performance?
Oh, yeah, thanks for the Christmas anthemum.
Christmas anthemum?
Phil, I told you last night it's one word, chrysanthemum.
Oh, lay off, honey. I don't want no lecture on Thanksgiving.
Behave yourself, Phil, or I won't read that book to you anymore.
What book are you reading to him, Alice?
Oh, you know, Jack. A is for apple, so round and red. B is for butter. You spread it on bread.
What, are you kidding?
C is for crackers. You eat them in bed. I know them all.
See, you'll be up to the Rover boys pretty soon. Well, I don't know about you folks, but I'm going to have a cocktail before dinner.
Oh, don't, Jack. You always act so silly.
I do not.
One cocktail and it's... Look, fellas, I'm a Spanish dancer.
Oh.
The Spanish dancer?
By that time, he's wearing a lampshade.
Well, someone's got to put a little life in the parties around this town. Oh, Sylvester.
Yabba, boss.
Go out in the kitchen and tell Rochester we're ready for dinner.
I've a Gwen. Hold that barge. Lift up there.
Oh, shut up. Well, Alice, I hope you're good and hungry. I'm on a diet myself. You see, I have to be on account of the new picture I'm making.
I knew he'd get around to that.
Quiet. You see, I'm working opposite Carol Lombard, and I must look my best.
Well, Jack, I've seen you in pictures before, and as I recall, you always look very nice.
Yes, I imagine I do, but, of course, I look much younger on the screen.
Oh, much.
Mary. You know, Alice, now that we're both at 20th Century Fox, maybe you and I will be working together soon.
Who knows? I think we'd make a swell team.
Yes, you with your youth and beauty, and me with my suave, debonair charm.
You're right, Phil. He is hammy.
You know, Alice, the next time I see Mr. Zanuck...
Dinner, sir, folks. Walk. Do not run to the dining room.
Now, this way, everybody. Now, Don, you take Alice. Phil, you take Peggy. And Mary... Oh, Mary, call up Hedda Hopper and Jimmy Starr and Herb Stein. Tell them that Alice Faye's having dinner with me today.
Okay.
And call Sidney Skalski, too.
Skalski?
Yes.
Who's going to boost him up to the telephone?
He's got a ladder like Billingsley. All right, everybody, grab your seat. And take your time now. There's plenty for all. Come on. We're all buddies. Boy, what a dinner.
Say, this dressing is delicious, Jack.
I'm glad you like it. Oh, Rochester, serve Mrs. Harris some more duck. Do you have another piece of duck, Alice?
No, thanks. I'm still chewing on my first piece.
Well, you've got beautiful teeth. Use them. I think the duck is very tasty, don't you, Mary?
Yeah, but the next time you go out shooting, be more careful. Mine's full of buckshot.
Mary, that's what that bowl is for. Dumped the buckshot in a bowl.
Oh.
That's it. Personally, I think this is the finest meal.
Pass me that bowl, will you, Mary?
Here you are, Phil.
Thanks.
Well, I really banged away at that one, didn't I? But I still say this is a lovely dinner.
Yeah, everything from soup to lead.
Never mind, and have another cranberry.
One cranberry, you're supposed to have cranberry sauce.
Well, squash it. Are you helpless? What's the matter with you, anyway? Oh, Rochester.
Yes, boss?
Bring me a sharper knife. I got Humphrey. Say, Alice, I have a real treat for you. After dinner, I'll take you downstairs and show you Carmichael, my polar bear.
Oh, that's swell. I love animals.
You do? Have you got any pets, Alice?
Oh, just Phil, my little reformed wolf.
Good. Yes, sir. Some more dressing done?
No, thanks. By the way, Jack, where's Dennis? Didn't you invite him to dinner?
Yes, I wonder what happened to the kid.
Me too.
Mary, don't give it away. Oh, Sylvester, have we heard from Mr. Day?
Yeah, he phoned and left word that he was having dinner with Miss Hetty Lamar.
Hetty Lamar?
That boy sure gets around, don't he?
All right, Sylvester, stop leaning on the table and get busy. Enjoying the food, Peggy?
Oh, it's fine, Jack. And the dressing's delicious. What's in it?
I really don't know. Oh, Rochester?
Yes, boss?
What's in this dressing?
What ain't?
He's like all good chefs, Peggy. Just won't give away his secret. Get another bowl, Rochester. This one's full. Everything all right, Alice?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I've never been to such a novel dinner party. And that's it, Phil. I got a prize in my dressing.
A prize?
Uh-huh. Look, a shoehorn.
That is a novelty, isn't it?
I got a Red Cross button in mine.
Well, hand it over. I joined yesterday. That reminds me, everybody should, especially this year. Rochester, I think we'll have our dessert and coffee in the music room.
Okay, boss.
That is, if everybody's had enough dust. Come on, let's go in the music room.
What are we having for dessert, Jack?
What do you think?
I'll bet $1,000 it's Jell-O with that new locked-in flavor.
You win, Don. The flavor never goes away.
They put it in and it's there to stay.
Say, let's have some entertainment while we're waiting for the coffee.
Yeah, what do we do?
Well, we can... Oh, I know. Hey, look at me, fellas.
Yeah, take that bowl of fruit off your head. You don't look anything like Carmen Miranda.
Well, somebody's got to entertain.
Well, what about Alice singing a song for us?
Yeah, what about it, Alice?
Come on, Alice. Why don't you sing a song?
Come on.
Come on, will you?
You hear that, Alice? Will you sing for us?
Wait till I finish chewing this dust, huh?
All right. Now, tell you what. If you sing, I'll accompany you on the violin.
No, Jackson. No, not that.
All right. Come on, Alice. What's that song? Alice, what's that song you did in your new picture, Weekend in Havana?
You mean Tropical Magic?
Yeah, that's it. You sing Tropical Magic, and I'll pull rabbits out of a hat. Quiet, everybody. Alice is going to sing.
Tropical magic, rain fascination, moon of temptation, black velvet sky. Tropical magic, lost in your splendor, love will surrender your passionate sigh. Whispering shadows out of a midnight, whisper manana, but never goodbye. Music is playing, tropical magic. You'll have me saying adios to my heart.
mañana, but never goodbye. Music is playing tropical magic. You'll have me saying adios to my heart, adios to my heart.
Well, anyway, folks, that's just about what happened at Jack's house last Thursday. Alice sang her song, and then we all played games and had a swell time. And just as we were leaving, we could hear Rochester calling Jack.
Hey, Mr. Billy.
What is it, Rochester?
What do I do with all this duff that's left over?
Well, we can have it tomorrow night.
What about the mashed potatoes and all this?
It's very tasty.
Okay.
Make a pie out of them. Cranberry pie is delicious, you know.
Okay. Oh, say, boss.
What?
I think we ought to turn this buckshot over to the government for national defense.
That's a very good idea. Early yet, so I'm going out to see a movie.
Is that still playing around?
I don't mean Charlie's Aunt. See you later.
Good night, boss.
Good night, Rochester.
One of Mary Livingston's favorite Jell-O desserts is a swell treat called peach and banana mold. Because I think you like it too, I'm going to pass it right along. It's an easy recipe to remember. Its main ingredients are canned sliced peaches, sliced bananas, and lime Jell-O. And you combine them like this. Make up one package of lime Jell-O as you usually do. Next, arrange 1/2 cup of canned sliced peaches on the bottom of the mold and pour the Jell-O over them. Then slice one banana into the Jell-O and chill until firm. When you unmold it, you'll have a beautiful 3-layer dessert. Golden peach slices on top, sliced bananas embedded on the bottom, and in between them and surrounding them, clear, glistening emerald lime Jell-O. Many grocers are featuring canned sliced peaches and lime Jell-O all next week. Get both and make up this grand treat. Just be sure when you buy to ask for Jell-O. Because Jell-O's new locked-in flavor gives you all the flavor, always.
This is the last number of the 8th program in the current Jell-O series, and we'll be with you again next Sunday at the same time. Well, Alice, it was awfully sweet of you to come over tonight and show the folks what happened last Thursday, and your song was really wonderful.
Oh, thanks, Jackson.
Jackson. She called me Jackson. Good night, folks.
Program tonight returning to 20th Century Fox Pictures.
In gelatin desserts, it's Jell-O. In puddings, it's Jell-O pudding. And every well-stocked pantry should include them both. Jell-O puddings are rich, luscious desserts that you make with milk. And they come in 3 popular flavors: chocolate, vanilla, and butterscotch. Jell-O chocolate pudding is a pudding that even Grandma would be proud to make. It has a smooth, creamy, homemade goodness all its own. A mellow chocolate flavor developed exclusively for Jell-O puddings by the famous Walter Baker chocolate people. Tomorrow, when you order Jell-O, ask for Jell-O puddings. They're just like Grandma's, only more so. This is the National Broadcasting Company.
KFI, Los Angeles.
It's new. It's amazing. It's Prell, P-R-E-L-L, Procter & Gamble's new Radiant Cream Shampoo in the handy tube. Prell brings you The Life of Riley. Prell, the shampoo that removes unsightly dandruff in as little as 3 minutes and leaves hair radiantly clean, radiantly lovely, presents The Life of Riley with William Bendix as Riley. Well, Thursday was Thanksgiving, as that fresh cranberry stain on your vest will indicate. And today we find Chester A. Riley thankful that it's all over. But a few days before Thanksgiving, Riley was singing a different tune as he was walking home from work with his friend, neighbor, and co-worker, Jim Gillis.
Hey, wait, Gillis. Let's go down this street here. I got to pick up our Thanksgiving turkey at Al's Meat Market.
Oh, I'm glad you reminded me. My honeybee told me to pick ours up.
Ah, great guy, Al. You know, in our house, all four of us like the drumstick, and nobody likes the whatchamacallit. So this year, Al promised to give me a turkey with 4 drumsticks.
How is that possible? 1 turkey with 4 drumsticks?
Yeah, well, with Al, it's easy. Some other customer will get a turkey with no drumsticks and 2 whatchamacallits. You know, I love Thanksgiving, Gillis.
Yeah, me too. It's nice to stay home and bask on the bosom of the family.
Yeah, we're pretty lucky compared to other guys. We got something to be thankful for. After all, we've got our health.
Yeah, that's something to be thankful for.
We each got fine kids, and we're married to 2 fine, plain, home-loving girls.
Yeah, that's something to be thankful for.
You know, Gillis, we might have married a couple of flashy dames just for their looks. You know the type, those luscious blondes with those gorgeous figures, but we didn't.
That's something to be thankful for.
And that ain't all. I'm thankful for the good friends I got. Like you, Gillis. A guy couldn't ask for no better friend than you. You're wonderful.
I love you too, Riley. I feel like we're more than just friends. We're brothers.
Oh, we're more than brothers. We're sisters. Under the skin. I'll never forget what you did that time our house burned down and we had no place to live.
Ah, what did I do? So I let your family live in my house for a couple of weeks. Any noble-type person would have did the same.
Yeah, but you only charged us $4 a day, the ceiling price.
Well, one good thing decides another. I was just paying you back for that time 5 years ago when I needed that blood transfusion to save my life. I'll never forget how you offered your blood.
Oh, it was nothing. I just called up the blood bank and told them to give you a pint out of the quart I gave them.
I know, Riley, but it ain't your blood. It's the thought behind it.
Gillis, I got a great idea. Why don't you and the family have Thanksgiving dinner at our house? We'll all give thanks together.
Hey, that's a super pipe idea. I'll bring over our turkey and all the trimmings.
Great. Oh, boy, what a Thanksgiving we'll have. 2 turkeys, 2 dishes of cranberry sauce, 2 boats of gravy, 2 pumpkin pies, 2 big cigars to smoke after dinner.
And 2 wives to do the dirty dishes.
Chester Riley, how could you go and invite the Gillises for Thanksgiving dinner without telling me? I'd like to feed my guests, and we've only got 1 small turkey.
Relax, Peg, relax. I also invited their turkey.
Oh. Oh, no. No, it's not right to let guests bring food. Now, we'll buy...
Evelyn, it's real holiday spirit. When we sit down to eat, it won't be their food or our food. It'll be all for one and everybody for himself. We'll have fun.
Oh, I don't mind Mr. Gillis, but Mrs. Gillis is an awful pill.
Now, see here, Babs. You're talking about my best friend's wife. Honeybee Gillis is not a pill.
Bob's right. She's long and skinny. She's more like a capsule.
Junior.
You watch that fresh talk, Junior. You ain't getting so big that I can't get your mother to spank you.
I'm sorry, Pop, but that Egbert Gillis is murder. And when he sits down at the table, he eats like a wolf.
I said stop it. Just remember that wolf happens to be the cub of my best friend. Now, it's all settled. The Gillises are coming to dinner. My head's made up.
Riley, we'll be late for work.
So anyway, Gillis, when I told Peg and the kids that you and the family is coming over for Thanksgiving dinner, they was thrilled. You know what they said?
How should I know what they said? I ain't the kind of a next-door neighbor goes around eavesdropping.
Well, they said, Riley, that's a wonderful idea.
Oh, fine. And tell Junior not to worry. I'll see that my egg bird don't eat like a wolf.
Gillis, you heard.
Well, ever since that cut-rate dentist filled my tooth with copper, my ears pick up like a radio. Now, come on. If we're late once more this month, the boss will blow his top.
Oh, quit worrying. Mr. Stevenson went out of town for Thanksgiving.
No, he's staying here. Only his family went away. The chauffeur told me.
Oh, well, then we better snap it up.
Hi, fellas.
Hiya, Sharky.
Hi.
Heard the news? Botkin quit his job.
You mean... You mean the foreman, Benzedrine Brodkin?
No kidding. Who's going to be the new foreman? Nobody knows yet. Stevenson is going to announce somebody after Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's a great job. I wonder who's going to get it.
Yeah, I wonder. Every guy in the plant is angling for it. All sorts of schemes going on. Well, I got to go, fellas.
Hey, Sharky, what's that you got wrapped in that newspaper?
Oh, this?
Yeah.
Just some petunias I picked for the boss's desk.
Ain't that disgusting, Riley? What some guys won't do just to butter up the boss.
Positively sickening. Now, me, I don't mind putting in 8 hours of hard work for Stevenson, and I'll gladly work overtime for time and a half. But when it comes to playing up to him, I draw the line. That's when I revolt.
I'm with you, pal. I revolt, too.
Yes, sir. We're both revolting.
Hello, Stevenson speaking.
Hello, boss. This is Gillis. I just heard you're going to be a bachelor on Thanksgiving. Me and the family would love to have you break bread on us.
Well, say, that's awfully nice of you, Gillis. I think I can... hold on a minute, will you? My other phone's ringing. Hello?
Hello, boss. This is Ratty. What are you doing for dinner on Thanksgiving?
You invited Mr. Stevens?
Well, sure. He'll let me know definite tomorrow, but he'll come. Yes, sir. I'm out to get that foreman's job, Dumpling, and this will cinch it.
Oh, how?
While you're stuffing his stomach with turkey, I'll be stuffing his head about how good I am.
Oh, but you can't do that, especially with the Gillises here.
Oh, the Gillises won't be here. I'll uninvite them.
Well, you couldn't do that. It isn't fair.
Yeah, I know it's kind of a double cross, but this may be the break of my lifetime. And after all, I'm not double-crossing just anybody. I'm doing it to my best friend.
But, honeybee, don't you get it? I invite the big boss here to dinner, I get in good with him, and the next day I'm foreman.
But you promised to go to the Riley.
Oh, I'll get out of that pooch face. This is a crucial thing. Now leave everything to me, vision of loveliness. Hey, Riley.
Oh, hiya, Gillis. I was just coming over to see you, pal.
I was just coming over to see you, Riley, my friend.
Listen, chum. About this joint Thanksgiving dinner over at my joint. I was thinking...
That's funny, Riley. So was I.
Yeah, I thought maybe we ought to call it off.
Oh, you was?
Yeah. You see, Gillis, I figured the best way to keep a friendship going is not to get too friendly.
Well, you got a good point there in your head.
In fact, it's very dangerous to get together Thanksgiving. I can see just what's going to happen. You'll come over with your wife and Egbert and your turkey. And there's me and my wife and kids and our turkey. It's very crowded.
Where am I sitting?
On the piano stool. Very uncomfortable. And everybody's nerves is on edge. First thing you know, my junior says to your Egbert, "Hey, Egghead, don't eat like a wolf."
Yeah, and then my Egbert takes a poke at your junior and gives him a bloody nose.
Right. And then my wife comes in, takes one look at Junior and yells, "Junior, wipe that cranberry sauce off your face."
But then she finds out what happened, so she turns on my honeybee.
That's right. And Peg says, "Really, honeybee, you might teach that brat of yours some manners." And then, naturally, your honeybee turns on my Peg.
Well, naturally. And she tells your wife off, but good.
And then I got to stick up for Peg, so I say, "Pipe down, honeybee, you're nothing but a pill." And that gets you sore, Gillis.
Why, that's what I always say. Oh! Yeah. I'm fine enough, so I say, "See here, Riley, I'm the only one can insult my wife." And then I pick up a turkey leg and throw it at you.
And I throw a whatchamacallit at you.
Right in the eye I get it. So I say to you, "Listen, you big baboon."
Who's a big baboon, Gillis, I say?
You are, you weasel, I say.
Well, if that's the way you feel, beat it. Go on, take your wife and your kid and your turkey and your stuffing.
Okay, I'm going. You know, if that's the way it's going to be, Riley, we better call this dinner off.
Yeah, I agree with you, Gillis.
Well, so long, pal.
Hello, chum. Happy Thanksgiving. We need some more rivets, Gillis.
Oh, yeah. Oh, quitting time, Riley.
Yeah, okay. You know, I sure am glad we called off our Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, much better we should each have a quiet dinner with no headaches, except our wives.
Yeah, you're right.
Riley.
Mr. Stevenson. What's he doing in the shop?
Riley, I want to thank you again for your invitation for Thanksgiving dinner.
Why, you double-crossing snake.
And Gillis, I want to thank you for your invitation.
Gillis, why, you're a bigger snake than I am.
Well, what's the trouble, boys?
So that's why you wanted to get out of our joint dinner.
Well, what about you?
Now, wait a minute, boys. Were you planning to have Thanksgiving dinner together?
Well, yes, only we...
Well, fine. That solves everything. I can accept both of your invitations at the same time. So go right ahead with your original plans and count me in. See you tomorrow at 3.
What a revolting development this is.
But, Jimsy, I thought your boss was coming here for dinner.
No saccharine lips. That's all changed now. We're all going to eat at Riley's.
Oh, but Egbert's been invited to Artie Meyer's house.
Good. Maybe it's better my boss don't see our Egbert. Things are tough enough.
Well, all right, we'll go. Even if it is Riley's house, you can still drop a few hints about the foreman's job.
Oh, no, that's out. Riley and me made an honorable deal. And Hinton wouldn't be croquette.
I guess you're right. It's not the honest thing to do.
But I got a better plan. We're bringing a turkey, and Riley's got a turkey. But what do we need 2 turkeys for?
Why, yes, one'll be enough for 7 people, especially the portions Riley serves.
So I'll sell our gobbler and buy the boss a box of his favorite cigars. That'll put us in solid.
Oh, Jimsy, you're so clever.
But, Dumplin', it's so simple. Gillis is bringing a turkey, and we got a turkey. What do we need 2 turkeys for?
Well, yes, it is a lot, and today with the food shortage...
Sure, so I'll sell our turkey and buy the boss a cigar lighter. It's patriotic to save food, and the boss will love me for that lighter.
Well, no, wait, Riley.
Poor Gillis. I bet he'd love to borrow my brain.
Well, I don't like it, Riley. It's underhanded, and it's just not fair.
I know, Peg, but you don't understand. This is business. And the business world, it's like a jungle. Beast against beast. That's the only way to get ahead. So don't you worry. When I'm foreman, you'll give thanks that you're married to a beast like me.
We'll hear the second act of The Life of Riley in a moment.
Say, Ken, millions are asking for Prell, Procter & Gamble's Radiant Cream Shampoo in a handy tube.
Of course, Prell's popular for 2 reasons.
First, Prell leaves hair more radiant than any soap or soap shampoo because Prell can't leave a dulling soap film.
Second, Prell's a wonder for unsightly dandruff. Yes, Prell removes such dandruff in as little as 3 minutes. Examinations by a group of doctors proved it. In case after case, even stubborn dandruff was controlled by only 2 Prell shampoos a week.
And that handy Prell tube's popular, too. No messy jars, no waste or spill.
A little makes mountains of lather. So for hair radiantly clean, hair free of unsightly dandruff, ask for...
P-R-E-L-L Prell Shampoo. Leaves hair radiant, gleaming bright. Not a bit of dandruff is in sight. Comes in a tube, handy too. P-R-E-L-L Prell Shampoo.
By Prell. And now back to The Life of Riley with William Bendix as Riley.
Well, got the table all set.
Oh, it looks beautiful, Babs. Hey, where's the carving knife?
Oh, here it is, Pop.
I wonder if it's sharp enough. Junior, bend your head down.
Riley! Oh, for heaven's sake.
Oh, don't get excited. I just want one hair.
Now, who left the door open like that? Oh, shut that.
No. Leave it open.
Well, why, Daddy?
Well, Gillis's hands will be so full carrying his turkey, he won't be able to ring the bell.
Oh, don't be silly. Shut it, Babs.
Say, I almost forgot the champagne. Where's the champagne?
Oh, here, Daddy.
Junior, empty the ashes out of the bucket and fill it with ice. I'll put the champagne in it. I want the boss to have everything like he has at home. Oh, this champagne's great stuff. Imported from San Diego.
Oh, that must be the Gillises.
Happy Thanksgiving, folks.
Oh, Mr. Gillis. Come in, Gillis, old pal. I hope you've run your appetite.
Don't worry, Riley. I'll gorge up my quota of victuals.
Hello, Mr. Gillis.
Hi.
Gillis, you're alone?
Oh, no. Honeybee went into your kitchen.
Oh, naturally.
Boy, that turkey smells delicious.
Oh, yeah, I smell it, too. That aroma sure has a wonderful odor.
Well, I don't smell any turkey.
Well, Pat, where's your nose? Why, the air is reeking with it.
It certainly is. Pardon me while I drool.
Well, I better give Honeybee a hand in the kitchen. Oh, there's Mr. Stevenson.
Yeah, now, remember, Gillis, no hinting about the job.
Not a word.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Oh, hello, Mr. Stevenson. Come
Hi,
in.
boys.
Hi there, Chief.
Well, Junior, Barbara.
Stevenson. Hello, let me take your coat.
Thank you, Barbara.
Here, sit down, boss. Make yourself at home in my chair.
What Gillis means is make yourself at home in my chair. In my home.
I hope I'm not too early, Riley.
Oh, no, you're just in time. We were all waiting for you, including the turkey.
Turkey. Just the thought of it makes my mouth water.
Riley, give the boss a blotter.
How should we sit down, Peg? Huh?
Yes, dear, I'm all ready.
Oh,
hello there, everybody.
Hello, honeybee.
Oh, Mr. Stevenson, charmed, simply charmed.
Pleasure to see you, Mrs. Gillis.
Well, shall we sit down, Honeybee?
Yes, by all means, darling.
Well, let's see. You sit here, Mr. Stevenson.
Thank you.
And, let's see. Honeybee and Miss
Yeah,
Gillis
yeah.
there. And Barney sits there.
Yeah.
Oh, and Babs and Junior. Oh,
Here, Mr. Stevenson. Here, Mr. Stevenson, you do the coughing. Huh?
Oh, no, I couldn't, Riley.
Oh, go on. You're good at cutting salaries. Try it on a turkey.
Well, all right. Well, I'm all set. Bring on the turkey.
Okay, bring on the turkey.
Yep, bring on the turkey.
All right, Honeybee, bring on the turkey.
Sammy, where is it, Peggy dear?
Why, in the kitchen where you put it.
I didn't put it anywhere. Where'd you put it, darling?
Something wrong, folks?
Why, don't worry, boss. We'll track it down. Gillis, where's the turkey you brought?
Oh, I didn't tell you. I didn't bring any.
You didn't?
Well, where's the turkey you had?
Oh, well, that's right. I didn't tell you. We ain't got it.
Oh.
You see, we thought you were...
Oh, dear.
Oh, my. Gypsy, run down to the delicatessen and see if you can get some turkey. Hurry.
Okay, sit tight there. Excuse me a minute, folks.
Riley, say something.
I read in a magazine once that sardines have got more vitamins than all...
How's school coming, Junior?
Oh, fine, Mr. Stevenson.
Nice weather for Thanksgiving, isn't it? Wonder how Cornell make out against Penn. I was thinking of going to see the new play at the Madison tonight, but I hear it's in Turkey. Oh, come now, folks. Just because there's been a little mishap with the turkey doesn't mean we all have to be so glum. Who wants this carving knife?
Oh, you can't imagine how embarrassed I am, Mr. Stevenson.
Well, please don't be. Worse things can happen.
Yeah, the boss is right. Why, if somebody walked in now and saw us sitting here like this, they'd think this was a funeral.
Speak for yourself, John.
Digger, it's you.
Yes, it is I. Digby Odell, the friendly undertaker. You're looking fine. Very hungry.
Why didn't you ring the bell, Digger?
Well, I came in through the kitchen. You see,
This is my boss, Mr. Carl Stevenson. Boss, Digger Odell.
How do you do?
Carl Stevenson. Well, as I live and breathe, if you'll pardon the expression. Glad to know you, sir. One of my dearest cronies was your late uncle, Rufus Q. Stevenson, the pawnbroker.
Oh, yes, good old Uncle Rufus.
A fine man. He once helped me out of a hole. I've always regretted I couldn't do the same for him.
We were almost going to have a little Thanksgiving dinner, Digger.
Ah, Thanksgiving. My favorite holiday. Started by the Pilgrims, one of whom was my ancestor, Roger Odell.
Really?
Ah, yes. He started the family profession, a stone's throw from Plymouth Rock.
Gee, a pilgrim.
The very day they landed, they were attacked by a ferocious band of Iroquois. And Roger Odell personally made 50 Indians bite the dust.
Wait a minute, Digger. He killed 50 Indians?
No, the others killed them, but Odell made them bite the dust. Well, toodaloo.
Oh, we'd ask you to stay for dinner, Mr. Odell.
Oh, no, thank you. My family and I were invited at the last minute to be the guests of J.J. Gabriel.
Oh, yeah. He's the town's biggest undertaker.
Oh, yes. He does a land office business.
You're eating dinner at his place?
I have to for business reasons. So I brought you over our turkey, all cooked and ready to serve.
Digger, you brought us a turkey?
Yes, I laid it out in the kitchen.
Oh, Digger, you saved my life.
I did? Well, after all, it's a holiday.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Odell.
I really must go. Gabriel is waiting for me outside. That's Gabriel now. And you know me. When Gabriel blows his horn, I come a-running. Cheerio. I'd better be shoveling off.
Boy, Digger sure saved our life with this turkey, eh? Hey, Gillis, can't you eat quieter? You sound like the super chief.
On my word, Mrs. Riley, I haven't had a meal like this in years.
Neither have we.
Oh, that's no way to talk.
Don't yell at the boy, Dumpling. He only means we can't eat like this every day with the salary I get on the job I got now. Have some more of my turkey, boys. Huh?
Hey, Riley, no hinting. Here, boys, have one of my radishes.
No, thank you, really.
How about a little more pie? Here, take mine.
No, take mine. I ain't bitten into mine yet.
More coffee, boss?
Please, boys, not another morsel. All I want now is to fall into a soft chair and smoke a good cigar.
Oh, well, here, smoke a whole box.
With my love. Well, light him with this nifty lighter, right from my heart.
Well, boys, this is very nice of you, but you really shouldn't have done it. I don't expect any presents.
Oh, forget it, boys.
Well, shall we go in the other room?
Yeah, no, wait. Let's drink a toast.
Good idea. What do we drink to?
Let's drink to the health and happiness of the new foreman.
Oh, then you know Riley.
Well, I sort of guess.
You know too, Gillis?
Well, I know what a great executive you are, boss. So there's only one man you could pick. Get ready, honeybee.
I'm too excited.
Well, I'm glad you men like the man of my choice. So here's luck to the new foreman, Joe Beamish.
That's Joe Beamish. Joe Beamish? Joe Beamish?
Yes, Joe Beamish. Fine fellow. Oh, Gillis, hand me that ashtray, please.
Get it yourself.
Don't be rude.
Something wrong? Riley, what's the matter?
What's the matter? Making Joe Beamish foreman. After all we did for you, some gratitude.
What Riley's saying, I'm endorsing in spaceship.
Now, wait.
When you opened up the plant and you couldn't get no help, who gave up a good job to go and work for you? We did. But where was Joe Beamish?
Go on, Riley. Give it to him good.
Right in front of me.
But Riley...
And during the war, we could have gotten better jobs for more pay, but we stuck with you. And where was Joe Beamish then?
He was flying a plane over Germany.
Germany. That's a fine place to be with a war going on. Oh, that Joe Beamish. The one who was wounded?
Yes. He's out of the hospital now. And he uses that artificial leg just fine. Besides that, he has seniority, and he's a fine worker.
You couldn't have picked a better man, boss.
I'm sorry if I've disappointed you fellas.
Oh, you didn't, Mr. Stevenson. What Riley says, I agree with him.
Honest, I ain't disappointed either. Joe Beamish deserves the job.
That's the way to talk, dear. I don't mind if you're not foreman.
Oh, sure. Why should you mind, Dumpling? After all, you got plenty to be thankful for as it is. You're still young and good-looking. You got a son who's handsome. You got a daughter who's gorgeous. And you got a husband who... Hey, if there's any more turkey left, I'll have to whatchamacallit.
Riley's will be back in just a moment. The Wonder Shampoo. That's what they say about Prell, Procter & Gamble's Radiant Cream Shampoo in the handy tube. From Fair Lawn, New Jersey, Mrs. P.S. Keller writes,
I am so pleased with the results of my Prell shampoo. Even in our hard water, Prell really worked wonders. Left my hair clean and soft, nicely manageable.
Yes, one trial, and you'll agree, Prell's a wonder for two reasons. First, Prell removes unsightly dandruff quickly. Second, Prell leaves hair radiantly lovely. Buy, try.
P-R-E-L-L, Prell shampoo. Leaves hair radiant, gleaming bright. Not a bit of dandruff is in sight. Comes in a tube, handy too. P-R-E-L-L, Prell shampoo.
Well, it ended up a nice dinner after all, didn't it, honeybee?
Oh, simply scrumptious.
And even if we ain't foremen, we're still friends. Hey, Riley? Through thick and thin.
Yes, Sir Gillis, and believe me, they don't come any thicker than us.
Procter & Gamble invites you to join us again next week to hear The Life of Riley with William Bendix as Riley. William Bendix can currently be seen in the Paramount picture Where There's Life. The script is by Reuben Ship and Alan Lipscott. Mrs. Riley is Paula Winslow. Digger Odell is John Brown. The Life of Riley is produced and directed by Irving Brecker.
She was the Duchess daughter, her finery looked just so. She washed them all as water, with wonderful ivory snow.
Ah, wonderful ivory snow. The soap that's so kind to your hands, you just know it's kind to sheer nylons and dainty lingerie. And your hands will tell you why Ivory Snow keeps lovely washables lovely longer. Prove it. This week, wash your dishes with Ivory Snow. When you see how it pampers your hands, you'll really know it's extra kind of fine fabrics. There's no other soap like it. Ivory Snow is the only soap, both ivory mild and in granulated form. Make suds instantly in lukewarm, even in cool water. Your hands will tell you why Ivory Snow keeps pretty lingerie and other nice things lovely longer.
Oh, wonderful ivory snow.
S-N-O-W.
This is Ken Carpenter reminding you that for radiantly clean, lovely hair, get the shampoo in the tube. P-R-E-L-L, Prell Shampoo. And listen again next week when Prell brings you The Life of Riley. Good night.
This is NBC, the national broadcasting company.